Honourable members, I beg to return my humble acknowledgements to the House for the honour which it has been pleased to confer upon me by choosing me to be your Speaker. Honorables députés, je tiens à exprimer à la Chambre mes humbles remerciements pour l'honneur qu'elle a bien voulu me faire en me choisissant comme président. Traditionally, these are the first words uttered by a newly elected Speaker. For my part, I mean them most sincerely and ask you to accept them as a signal of my deep respect for the traditions of this office and for the customs of this place. Speakers-elect have also usually tried to express their feelings of inadequacy. Standing here as the bearer of an historic office which has endured unbroken for over 600 years, I understand and share those feelings. Let me thank, if I may, the Right Honourable the Prime Minister, the Right Honourable the Leader of the Opposition, the Leader of the New Democratic Party for their kind and far too flattering words. And perhaps the Leader of the New Democratic Party will permit me to repeat an old phrase never explained. No greater honour can be conferred upon one of us than to be chosen by one's peers to be their presiding officer. Over the years, great parliamentarians have ennobled this office substantially. The prescription given by Speaker Yelverton in 1597 during the reign of Elizabeth I is clearly no longer adequate. I quote, "Your Speaker ought to be a man big and comely, stately and well-spoken, his voice great, his carriage majestical, his nature haughty, and his purse plentiful." Outre la responsabilité de présider les débats, le Président est aussi le protecteur des privilèges de la Chambre et des députés. Il est l'interprète du règlement et de la procédure parlementaire et de temps en temps agit soit comme arbitre, soit comme juge. Il est aussi le représentant de la Chambre dans ses relations extérieures. Mais il est d'abord et avant tout le serviteur de la Chambre. Il est choisi par cette dernière selon une pratique qui n'a pas changé depuis la Confédération. La Chambre peut cependant modifier, selon son désir et son orientation, le règlement ou changer ses pratiques. I am very conscious as I stand here that it is not easy to be a good speaker, and that the responsibilities will call for all the strength and the abilities that I may possess. Même si les présidents de la Chambre des communes sont de par leur nature des hommes politiques, je souhaite rassurer tous les honorables députés que je serai le président de toute la Chambre. Je me ferai défenseur des droits et privilèges de tous les députés. Je m'efforcerai d'être toujours impartial, toujours indépendant et toujours juste dans mes décisions. The first and the best definition of the supreme duty of a speaker comes to us in the words that the Prime Minister used, Speaker William Lenthal. Let me tell you the story because it's illustrative. In 1642, King Charles I broke all constitutional accords and entered the House of Commons with an armed escort, seeking 5 members of the House who he claimed were guilty of treason. Not finding them, the King demanded of Speaker Lenthal to tell him, the King, where those members were. Speaker Lenthal, risking everything, including his head, quietly spoke the words from which we date the true independence of this office and of this place. "May it please your Majesty, I have neither eyes to see nor tongue to speak in this place, but as the House is pleased to direct me, whose servant I am here." He survived. J'aurais besoin de l'appui de tous mes collègues et de travailler incessamment à gagner et à maintenir la confiance de la Chambre. Sans cet appui et sans cette confiance, aucun président ne peut s'acquitter de ses fonctions avec succès. Je ne peux pas réclamer d'avoir maîtrisé les complexités de la procédure. Je puis assurer à la Chambre que je me suis déjà attelé à la tâche, mais les honorables députés comprennent sûrement que la question de vote prépondérant ne figure pas parmi mes priorités. Regarding procedure, let me say that we are all most fortunate to have the services of Dr. Kester and of his colleagues. And I'm especially grateful to have the wise counsel of Stanley Knowles. They have already demonstrated to me their wisdom and knowledge, and I have been deeply impressed by them. I know I can expect more from them than was offered to a British speaker who occupied the chair many years ago. He told the story of how, having been newly elected, he faced a difficult situation in the House and sent a note to the clerk asking, "What do I do now?" The clerk sent back a note which read, "If I were you, I should proceed with caution." Finally, if I may be permitted one or two personal notes, I personally want to welcome back all the re-elected members and all the newly elected members. I hope we will all get to know each other well. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my family and my friends, some of whom are here today, and to my electors for their support and their counsel, for this is a time of great change for me. As deeply grateful as I am for this honor done me today, you will understand that I am even more grateful and blessed that an extraordinary, wonderful, and gentle woman, did me an even greater honor just a few days ago. Those of you who know my wife know that she very much makes her own decisions. I think I can say, however, that in choosing this inadequate person to be your speaker, honourable members can take some comfort from the thought that what you see may not be all you get. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.